Howdy, 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 my beautiful Aries. How are you doing, darling? I'm here to give you your weekly tarot reading for December 2021, Aries. So if you find some cards that resonate with you, let me know in the comments below, as well as if you enjoy this tarot reading or you just enjoy my vibe, Aries. Really would appreciate it. A like and subscribe because it helps me out more than you ever possibly could know, darling. I'll be looking for the code word somewhere in this reading to put down in the comments below. It's going to be popping up at some point, so you have a chance to win a free reading with me, darling. As well, Aries, be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign to get the full spectrum of what's going down for you in your life currently, Aries. Now, this reading is going to be mainly focused on in terms of your social relationships. This could be platonic, this could be romantic. It's up to you, darling. Fill in the blank. So let's jump right into this for you, Aries. We have the King of Cups that stepped forward for you, darling, with the Devil card coming in here, Aries, as well as, I think Miss Tulip's coming to say hi. We have the Queen of Wands stepping forward as well, Aries. So some big playing cards for you guys right now, Aries. I feel as if right now y'all are in this place currently when it comes to some type of relationship in your life. You're kind of just holding back currently. It feels as if you're no longer interested in really showing your hand, showing where your cards are at, or essentially, pun not intended, but I suppose it works, where it's just you're not really interested in showing your emotions currently, Aries. While you do care about this energy a lot, you're at this, and like really, it's really at this place for you, Aries, where I feel like if they actually were to put more effort into this connection with you, or to just show more of their feelings, because I feel like that's kind of the main issue here, where I felt like it feels like you have been giving a lot to this connection, Aries, and haven't really been receiving much of anything in return. And so I feel like you're getting to this point, Aries, where now you're at this point where you're just like, all right, is this energy even for me? Are you even engaging with me because you care about me as a person? Do you even want to be my friend? Do you even want a relationship? You know, all those questions that you're asking yourself currently, Aries. You're just now at this point where it's like you're asking this, like, do you just want attention, right? Do you just want someone to make you feel good at night, or make you feel good about yourself, but never actually reciprocate anything, never actually give you anything at all, Aries? So I feel like at this point you're in this place of kind of holding back. Some of you guys are gray rocking, if you're familiar with the term. It's usually what you'll do when you just don't show any emotion, because you're kind of getting this idea that this person, or whoever you're dealing with, is just looking for that reaction out of you, Aries. And so again, though, because of this Queen of Wands, Aries, I do feel as if they actually were to show their true intentions towards you, if they were to actually show their heart to you, essentially, Aries, then I feel like you actually would really go and pursue them. You would actually allow things to happen. Now, the Lovers card I forgot to mention before I started shuffling again was in the back of the deck here. So I do feel as if when it comes to this connection, like, both sides really do care about one another, I feel. Or at the very least on your side, Aries, there's a lot of deep emotion associated with this connection. You might be associating this person as being like you know, some type of soul connection. You could even be saying, Aries, in the sense where it's like, if they only just allowed this to be a good friendship, you guys could be best of friends, you feel, Aries, or you see this as being someone that you could really spend the rest of your life with, whether it's platonic or romantically, with you, Aries. Feels like you have a lot of emotion towards this. So what are they feeling towards you at this current point in time, Aries? That's what I'm curious about. Ace of Cups coming in here. So kind of what I was suspecting, you know, even if they're not showing it currently, I mean, by definition, Aries, the Ace of Cups is the card of, you know, it's associated with your heart chakra, Aries. It's the card of where there's like a lot of love associated with this. The Nine of Cups, though, coming in here, and then let's do the Knight of Cups, Aries. So it's almost as if this is gonna sound pretty corny, Aries, so take it or leave it, darling, but it's almost in this narrative, Aries, where it's like, and it doesn't really make sense to me, but from their perspective, it's like they really care about you a lot, but they feel as if that they're not enough for you. They feel as if on some level that you deserve more, or like what it is that you are looking for is something that they're not able to to provide, especially with this Nine of Cups. That's why I'm saying this is like they really want to offer their cups and what they have to you and open their heart to you. But this Nine of Cups here, Aries, is where it's like, you know, it's a good card in of itself, but it's not the Ten of Cups, darling, right? It's almost like they want to work on themselves a little bit more, or maybe they want to be able to be in a more stable financial situation, Aries, so that they could actually provide to you more. There is this sense, Aries, where, you know, while they do have these strong emotions, darling, I don't feel like they're going to really pursue them until they're in this place in their own personal life or whatever it is that they feel like they're lacking, Aries. I don't feel like any change happens in their regard until they get to that point. But once they do, I mean, that's what the Nine of Cups comes in as, right? They start actually offering their cup to you, Aries. So, you know, maybe on some level, Aries, if you really want this connection to work, maybe you just need to lay it out there and just be like, hey, you know, I like you as who you are. I want to be really surprised, Aries, if this is a connection that, or rather, if this person's fairly insecure, is something that I'm getting here. That's kind of what I would reference with this energy. Admittedly, Aries, is that this person's very in their head, very insecure, or at the very least, you just make them insecure, Aries, just because of your, just what it is that you provide to the world and just your energy in general, Aries. They may just be extremely intimidated and they don't want to mess this up, but it's almost like a paralysis by overanalysis, Aries. It's very much so a lot of self-sabotaging going on from their perspective for what's going with them, Aries. So what is the energy between y'all two currently? Let's take a look, darlings. We have the Three of Swords, so there is definitely pain associated with y'all's connection, darling, right? It's kind of weird, Aries, because it's like, obviously, again, I get this sensation of where it's like both of you guys clearly care about one another, but you know, there's like this sense of where it's like on their end, they're still sabotaging a lot. I feel as if they were just not to fight this and to make things complicated, more complicated than what they need to be, Aries, I feel like this connection would be very powerful. Back of the deck, before we pull any other cards, I just want to point out is the Judgment card. So definitely action needs to be happening here, which you probably already know that, Aries, but I feel like it's rightfully so from your perspective. You're just not interested in being in this place of, again, like you're not interested in taking action anymore, because I feel like, again, you've taken a lot of action already towards this. You put in your effort, you put in your part, and you're kind of just tired of not really getting much back, because there's a reason as to why you have this devil energy here. There's something that is like having you associated with this, where it's like, okay, maybe they're not that good for me as I once originally thought that they were, right? That's what you're kind of analyzing. Temperance card, still, this is the energy between the two of you guys, Aries. So the Temperance card coming in here, you know, admittedly, this is the card of patience, Aries. This is the card of, if you guys were to be patient with one another, wait this out a little bit, I do feel as if this could potentially come around, right? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles coming in here. So this connection definitely, Aries, has a very strong potential in figuring itself out. It has the potential in there being growth, right? Now, again, a Judgment card is the energy that needs to happen between the two of you guys, which is actually just taking action and taking action on situations that even if you are not feeling all that confident about, right, Aries? And so I feel like it's understand, you know, obviously I have some bias, darling, because y'all are my loves, right? Y'all are my children, y'all my cousins, really, in this regard. So I'm like, okay, yeah, y'all don't need to take any action, right? But I am speaking to my Aries at this point, where it's like, if you do really want this connection to work, I do feel as if from your point of view, from your perspective, all you need to be doing at this point, maybe not continue offering your heart out to this connection, Aries, because rightfully so, you're in this place of you just can't give to an empty bucket anymore, especially if that bucket has holes in it. Like, you need to have something to affirm your place in their heart as well, right? It takes two to make a friendship work, a relationship work of any kind. And so I do understand from your point of view why it is you might be feeling a little bit resistant towards actually doing any more action, Aries. But I do feel as if you were to just state and just be like you saying, it's just like, hey, like, I like you as you are, I like you for who you are, you know, things don't have to change, right? We don't need to complicate things. Let's just be our most authentic selves and allow things to happen, right? Because I do feel like they need this affirmation. Now, it's not your job to be doing that, Aries. You know, I'm just telling you what I could see rectifying this situation for what it is, Aries. And plus, also, I don't know what put you in that point with that Three of Swords, right? You know, with that Three of Swords, I am going off the assumption that you guys are just Aries tired when it comes to this energy, and you're just tired of putting in all the effort and tired of just, it just feels like a very energetically draining situation for you, Aries. So I do want to get some clarifiers on this Devil though. What is this about? Tower card coming in here. Aries, Aries, Aries. And then the Page of Wands. So yeah, you're already having this question, Aries, of where it's like maybe you should go to different horizons, right? Maybe when it comes to this energy here, you're associating this, there's too much disruption here. Six of Pentacles was in the reverse for you, Aries. So it's like you acknowledge that this just isn't equal. Maybe you end up, maybe you make more money than this person. Maybe you're just more successful in whatever way that you measure success, Aries. And it's just like, you know, you see potential in this person, but maybe they're not living up to that potential, or maybe it's just because of just how good you are and how secure you are in your position. They're just not a match, you know. On some level, I do see you being out of their league, or you being out of their league. That's the way I'm trying to put it, right? Because they acknowledge it, because they know that they need to work on themselves, Aries, right? So it's like, you know, maybe this is just a situation of where it's just like you need to find someone of your more of an equal caliber, right? So all right, here, let's see what happens though, Aries. Should you guys continue, should you entertain this further, right? Let's see what happens should you entertain this further, Aries. We have the Two of Pentacles here, so kind of what I was suspecting already. It does feel like it's just going to be a lot for you to be managing. 10 of Pentacles here. And then we have the Six of Wands. So at the end of the day, Aries, when it comes to this connection, there's power, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I do feel like there's a lot of, it's gonna be worth it in the end, but it's one of those questions you have to ask yourself, Aries, right? I can't tell that for you, of where it's like you ask yourself, is this person really worth it, right? Because there's Two of Pentacles here. This is not going to be something that's easy sailing at. You know, the journey to get to the point of that stability with that 10 of Pentacles, it's a long one, darling, right? And I'm not going to pretend like it's not. But there is kind of this sense of where it's, if you're interested or you are willing, Aries, to put in the work when it comes to this connection, there's nothing but positivity, Aries, that I'm getting when it comes to this. Six of Wands, that's the card of success. It's my favorite card outside of the major arcana, Aries. 10 of Pentacles, that's that nice stable family life, you know, not being without at all. I feel like you guys would do really well together, and obviously you know this as well, right? But you have the Empress card in the back of the deck as well. You know, I feel like if I were to speak a little bit out of pocket, Aries, I would say that you are a lot more mature than this energy, and this other energy just needs more time to grow up. But once they do grow up, then it'll work out. You know, I think I said at the beginning of this reading, Aries, where you probably have been in this place of feeling like if they just stopped trying to make things complicated, Aries, right? If they stopped trying to make it more than just having it be a simple situation where two humans are just connecting to one another, it would be so much simpler. And I see that eventually it's going to get to that point, Aries, but you know, you have to ask yourself the question of, are you patient enough? Are you willing to put in the work when it comes to this and helping this person get to that point, so they're no longer self-sabotaging this connection? Because again, I do feel as if they really want this connection to work out. They really have a lot of emotion towards you, Aries, but there's just a lot of insecurity there as well. So yeah, so let's continue on with your reading, Aries. Let's see what things you might need to be looking out for and all of that. We have the Five of Cups coming in here, Aries, with the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Four of Pentacles coming in for you, Aries. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, Aries, y'all are in this place of, it feels like you're on your path currently. This is general now. It feels like currently you are on your path and you've been really trying to nurture your investments. You've been nurturing, like, maybe a certain project of yours, a job of yours. There's something that you've been nurturing, Aries. And I feel like you recently dealt with some hurdles in this regard, with this Five of Cups here. Feels as if you dealt with some hurdles. Something really recently happened that kind of slowed down the process, Aries, for you. And now you're kind of in this place of a little bit of frustration, I feel, of with this, where it's just like, oh, should I just like wipe my hands clean of this? Should I pull out, right, from this, from these efforts, right? You're having this question of being like, is this even worth it? Just like your social relationship that we just tapped into, Aries, is kind of a similar situation here, where it's like some type of obstacle, and maybe it's a multitude of obstacles that just have continuously happened, Aries. Feels like you guys have just had a really bad streak of luck, darlings, in regards to just like this specific facet, whether it's again like with your career or what have you. And so you're having some doubts. It's almost like you're being so overtly focused on these mistakes or the obstacles that occurred that now it's just, yeah, Knight of Pentacles, you're questioning yourself. But that's part of the journey, Aries. I don't, it's going to be individualistic for all of you, Aries, but I get this sensation that this is just part of your journey as the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of all the knights, Aries. But the positive thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that it always gets to where it needs to be going, darling, right? So it's not going to happen overnight, may not happen a month from now, darling, but the Knight of Pentacles always gets to where they're going. The Knight of Pentacles is known for getting out of their comfort zone, going out into uncharted territory, Aries. And so I feel like that's just part of the course. Maybe you've been having that bad streak of luck, but don't take this bad streak of luck, Aries, as that you're doing something wrong or that you need to change positions and what it is that you're doing or anything like that. I don't feel as if you need to do any type of edit in your life currently, Aries. I feel like this is just where life is, and just being a little bit complicated with your journey, because Nine of Pentacles is coming in. I feel like a lot of this is talking about financial for many of you guys. Maybe you guys have been going through a little bit of financial distress, Aries, but you guys are on the right path. You guys are definitely being divinely led, Aries, and you guys are going to be taken care of, right? You just got to stay the course. Don't change things up now. Don't change up the master plan now, Aries. Just stay the course, and I promise you things are going to work out. All right, Aries? So that's the reading that I have for you during this weekly December reading, Aries. Hopefully you found this reading helpful. If you did, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. Be sure to put down the code word, Aries, that was listed somewhere in this video, darling, so you can get a chance to win a free reading with me. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. If you want to book a private personal reading with me, my website's linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, next to my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All of that just being Simply Velca. But until next time, Aries, I love y'all so much. Bye.